John Wayne took the biggest risk of his career in 1960. He bought one movie with all of his money. It was his home, his wealth, and his future. He only needed his best friend to be faithful to him. That friend said no, though. Wayne was hurt. For a long time, it wasn't just a work rejection. Someone he loved, like a brother, cut him in the back with a knife. Wayne's hate for her grew stronger after that day. He was going to hate this man's name for the rest of his life. John Wayne was destroyed by treachery that began with a simple phone call that changed everything. John Wayne's life started a long way from the rough trails of the Wild West. He was born on May 26, 1907, in Winteray, Iowa, to Mary and Robert Morrison. His father, Clyde Morrison, was a pharmacist, and his mother, Mary Alberta Brown, was strong and showed her son how to be strong too. The family wasn't very wealthy. They had trouble with money and health and lived a simple life. These tough times in his early life helped shape the man who would become known as the Duke. It's hard to believe that the most famous cowboy in American history used to be the son of a small-town doctor and live in the quiet countryside of Iowa. Their new home was in Glendale, California, in 1913. They weren't after fame. Clyde's health was getting worse, and his doctors told him to move to a drier area, on a ranch in the Mojave Desert. They tried to make a living, but the land was rough. The family's savings were gone, and the crops wouldn't grow. The country dream fell apart. They had to start over, so they went back to Glendale, feeling down, but not defeated. Mary Ann learned how important it is to work hard and never give up during these hard years. The name Mary Ann would always be known by came from her time in Glendale. He took Duke, his Airedale dog, with him everywhere. The firefighters in the area began calling them Big Duke and Little Duke. She liked the name Duke better than his own, and it stuck with him until he became famous in Hollywood. A nickname he got from his dog turned into a part of his story. He applied to the U.S. Naval Academy while he was at Glendale High School, both in class and on the football field. His dream was to serve his country. He just missed it. Instead, he got a sports scholarship to go to Cal State Fullerton. There, he played with future NFL stars and became known for being tough and disciplined. But fate had another plan. His shoulder was hurt while body surfing. He lost his scholarship and his chance to finish college because of the accident. To make money, he got a job as a set man at Fox Studios, where he made $35 a week. That turn of events set him on the way to Hollywood. The person he met through his football teacher helped him get his first movie job. Tom Mix, a cowboy from silent movies, helped him get a summer job at Fox. There, Marion met director John Ford, who thought the tall, athletic young man had many things going for him. After a while, Marion slowly learned how everything worked. In 1929, he played his first movie part with a credit, going by the name Duke Morrison. He was getting used to the movie world little by little. The name John Wayne was picked out before he even got there. In 1930, Raoul Walsh, the director, cast him as the lead in The Big Trail, a huge movie about the Oregon Trail. They had to give him a new name, and John Wayne was chosen after some discussion. The Big Trail took place over 4,300 meters, in 7 states, and cost more than $2 million. It had 20,000 extras, 700 animals, and 293 major actors. But theaters didn't get new tools for the new widescreen format because of the dud movie The Great Depression. The loss almost put an end to his career before it even started. John Wayne worked hard on more than 70 low-budget westerns for almost 10 years. It was easy, quick, and cheap to do. He played the same type of role over and over. He even tried being a singing cowboy. It wasn't at all fancy. But these movies taught him how to work a camera, connect with viewers, and get stronger. For the next thing that was coming up, it got worse when Colia Pictures showed up. Harry Kahn, Wayne's boss at the studio, made fun of him when he learned that Wayne was seeing one of his actors. Wayne had to play dead bodies and spies in small, not very interesting parts. He never forgot about it. A star now, he still wouldn't work for Columbia again. The break made everything different. John Ford fought hard to get Wayne to play the Ringo Kid in Stagecoach in 1939. Studios thought Wayne was an old-fashioned Bane pet. Mayor Ford didn't care. Stagecoach came out on March 3, 1939, and was 96 minutes long. It did well. Wayne became a star, and the Western was changed forever. Movies made people think of John Wayne as America's best war hero, but there was a lot more to that picture than meets the eye. Wayne was already 34 years old when the U.S. joined World War II in December 1941. He was married and had 4 kids. He was able to put off his 3A draft because his family needed him. He didn't have to serve, but people still talked about it. Clark Gable and Jimmy Stewart were among the stars who didn't think twice. When Stewart first tried to join the Army, Air Forces, he was turned down because he was too skinny, but he put on weight and passed. He led his plane in 20 battles and was promoted to Major General. Gable fought over Europe as a shooter in the air. Wayne chose to stay in Hollywood. Republic Pictures, his company, told him to take off his uniform. They did not wish to lose their star. Some said Wayne asked them to help. Some people thought he felt bad about staying behind. The government changed his draft status to 1A at one point, which meant he was ready to serve. He got a 2A deferment. Instead, though, with help from Hollywood, he said he was making movies for the war effort. His whole life, this kept coming back to haunt him. He was called a draft dodger. His wife afterward said that his extreme patriotism was his way of making up for not fighting when other people did. From 1948 to 1950, Wayne was the lead in John Ford's well-known Horses trilogy. In 1948, Fort Apache was the first one. Wayne played a soldier named Captain Kirby York in the movie who wanted to make peace with Cherokee people. At the time, this wasn't common in Western movies. It was one of the first movies to show Native Americans in a good way. Then in 1949, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon came out. Wayne played Captain Nathan Cutting Brittle Eels, an old soldier who was about to retire. This was Wayne's best part. An Academy Award was given to the film's bright shots. People told stories about the views from Monument Valley. Rio Grande finished the 3 books in 1950. Wayne worked with Maureen O'Hara for the first time. It was a story about family, duty, and getting better. These movies changed the Western style. They had funny parts, action, and deep personalities. They made directors want to make movies and helped make Wayne seem bigger than life. Wayne worked on Red River with Montgomery Clift in 1948. This movie became well known for more than just its plot. The real tension between the actors made it seem real. Wayne didn't get Clift's method acting style when he played the tough cowboy Thomas Dunnan. He thought Clift was cocky. The way Wayne was acting made Clift feel awkward. It was clear that they didn't like each other. Because of that, their last fight felt real. It wasn't just two guys fighting. The movie showed how Hollywood was changing. Someone new, who focused on feeling and psychology, was giving old stars like Wayne a run for their money. Not only for its violence, Red River was a major movie that marked a big change in movies. Wayne's detractors often said he wasn't a real actor but just a tough guy who looked good on screen. But Sands of Uima changed that in 1949. His role was that of Sergeant John Stryker, a strict Marine drill teacher. Stryker was mean to his men, but he cared about them. Wayne was strong and weak at the same time in this part. Many people were shocked at how good he was. He was nominated for Best Actor for the first time by the Academy. At that time, the movie was a huge hit because it made over $6 million. Many people who didn't believe Wayne could act changed their minds after seeing him perform. Even though Wayne didn't fight in the war, he worked hard to help the people. He went on a USO tour of the South Pacific. For 3 months in 1943 and 1944, he went to bases and hospitals to cheer up troops who were hurt. During this trip, he even had a secret job. He was asked by the head of the Office of Strategic Services to find out if General MacArthur or his staff were making things hard for the OSS. Wayne was given a service award for this. He kept having fun with U.S. troops in Korea and Vietnam to show his support. He hung on to the idea that he was a great patriot for the rest of his life because of these actions. In both his work and personal life, John Wayne did many things that shocked people and made a big impact on Hollywood history. He broke his image as a hero when he played Ethan Edwards in The Searchers in 1956. During the Texas Indian Wars, Ethan was filled with hate and anger. His relentless search for Debbie, his stolen niece, showed a darkness that is rarely seen. In Western heroes, Ethan's racism was very bad. He told her he would rather kill her than let her stay with the Comanche because he thought she was dirty. At the time, people were shocked by the movie's clear focus on racial purity. In a scary scene, Ethan shot out the eyes of a dead Comanche so that the spirit would roam forever. In the last scene, Ethan walked into the desert by himself, filled with anger. Some people even think Ethan was Debbie's real father because he had an affair with his brother's wife, which made the story even more painful. This complex and dark part changed the way people in the West saw heroes for good. Wayne did one of the war